Hey YouTube fam, Sky the Art Fairy here. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video of the single crochet technique. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. It is very much appreciated. And without any further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, let's get started. So today I'm going to be using a 5mm hook. And this is probably about 400 to 500 yards of pink acrylic yarn. I recommend practicing with just your favorite color in a nice acrylic. It is a great beginner yarn because it's cheap. You can get a huge bundle like this for like $2, like $2 to $5, like anywhere from Walmart to Michael's or Joann's, wherever your local craft store is. And it's easy to use because it naturally gets kind of fuzzy. This is what people tend to associate with when they think of yarn, but this fuzziness helps keep the strands together, whereas something like bamboo, the fibers, actually come apart more easily, as you can see. And if you're not an experienced crocheter, you can end up making a mistake and not being able to unravel it because you accidentally knotted it along the way. So I definitely recommend starting off with a nice acrylic yarn, like I said, in your favorite color. And we're going to start by making a slip knot. I made that kind of fast, so let's slow that down. How I make a slip knot is I take my yarn like this, then grab it with like my pinky or this finger, hook it like that, rotate it up, then I stick my thumb in here and grab that little tail, and there's my knot. And I'm gonna do it one more time. Boom, bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow. Like that. And you should be able to do this. You should be able to tighten it, loosen it, and it does take practice. The more you do it, the easier it'll be. You put your hook through that, tighten it to your hook, not too tight because you want to be able to pull the chain through. And we're going to start chaining. Alright, so I always hold on to this part so I can control the tightness. I'm going to wrap the yarn around the hook, pull through, and that's a chain. Wrap and pull. Wrap and pull. And you just watch this as many times as you need to. Be patient with yourself. You're gonna obviously keep the hook facing you. I'm over here facing you always, and you just have this finger sort of controlling the tension. I'm gonna go against the tension, then make that wrap and then pull through. Gonna make this like 7 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On the 7th. And then this is gonna be my extra chain to make that turn. Gonna go into the 7th. Not this one, but the 7th one. Go in, wrap the yarn around the hook. I'll do this one. Wrap the yarn around the hook. And pull through 2. Go into here. This is going to be row 2, by the way, technically. Pull up a loop. And pull through both 2. Next one. Go into that chain. And make sure you're working the same side. You see I have the chain laid out like this, and I'm working into this side. The goal is to have everything straight and beautiful. Okay, well, I have myself there. Go in, through, 2. But you're basically just using this part as a way to pull the tension yarn into the next chain. And you should never feel any tension or resistance. That's how you know that something's going wrong. And if you feel like you're having to pull really hard or like exert any type of energy, should be effortless and smooth. And you should be able to pull to unravel on this, which is attached to my ball, or in this case more like loaf. Alrighty, almost at the end of this row. Need 2 more into this last one. See the knot right there? That's the end. There. And bam. First row complete. And what I always do is just give it a little pull to tighten it. And there you have it. That's the first row. We're gonna do 4 more. Let's why not? Chain 1 to start the row, just like I chained an extra 1 on the 7 to do that turn, so you get this nice clean corner. So you get chain 1, flip your work, because we're going to keep working on this side. And instead of going through like one side, we're going to go through both. But the thing about crocheting too is you're always going to want to skip this first row. Doesn't matter whether you're single crocheting, double crocheting, you're not going to want to go into this one, because then you're going to start increasing. This is covered by the chain 1 that you just did. So you're going to skip this one and you're going to go here. Stick that needle through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. And there you go. Start the second row, or the 3rd technically. Into that chain, pull through 2. Into that chain, pull through 2. Into that chain, pull through 2. Once you get the hang of it, you'll be able to go a lot faster. This last one is tricky but I'm seeing the two loops. One's right here, one's right here. I'm going to use the hook to pull them up. That's one, that's two. And go through and pull through two. And then, by the way, I can show you guys in the next row. After I chain one, because again, that's how you start every row. You can technically see this V shape. You can go into this side or this side, or you can go through both. And just note that whatever side you go into creates a different pattern on the side view. This going through both will create more of like a flat, consistent pattern, whereas I'll show you guys going into one side. This is where you create more of like a ribbed pattern. So you see the V is on top, skipping this first one, going into here. If I went into this side, which would technically be the back one, because this is where I'm at, the hook is facing me. This is the back loop. So going into the back loop, pull through one, it'll be the same thing, but after a couple times doing that, I'll show you guys the pattern it creates. Because not only you're gonna free up this front loop, see that? And you also see it on this side, and then on the other side, it'll just look more defined as a row. See that? But we'll do it for this row just so you guys can see. Bam. And this last one. And then the next row I'll go into the front loop just so you guys can see that one too. Because if you do alternating back loop, front loop, that's its own pattern. And hopefully it's not too complicated. Definitely let me know in the comments if you have any questions, but if to go into the front loop, pull that up, skipping this obviously, that's why you chain the one, go in, pull through, go in, pull through, pull through two, two. There you have it. And now you can see a sort of ribbed pattern forming. And your sides should be straight. Should be up on the pull, but it should be straight like that. Bottom should be straight. Your working side. There, pull through two, go too. Curious. And there you have it. Definitely play around and experiment with that. Especially like when you start off your first projects. A great first project to start off would be a hat and a scarf. And maybe I'll do tutorials for those. You guys can let me know in the comments which ones you would want to see as like beginner friendly patterns. I think I started with hats, and these rib patterns are super easy to do, as you can see. And the thing with crochet is all the skills like compound on each other. So once you learn the basics, you know everything, and it's just about applying it in the correct order so that you can create the desired piece. But yep, that is how you single crochet. Hopefully that was helpful and that you liked this video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button and give me a subscribe, and stay tuned for more tutorials. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a wonderful day, and see you next time.